We're looking first at an example in base 5. In base 5, a unit is still a unit, but it takes 5 units to make a rod, and it takes 5 rods to make a flat, and 5 flats to make a cube. So we're not collecting at a group of 10 anymore. We're collecting at a group of 5. Now we can do this visually like we did in the last one. If that helps you, you could think of 4 rods, 3 units, and 2 rods, 3 units. When we combine the 3 and 3, we have 6, which is too many. That 6 gets grouped for 1 rod and 1 left over. All right, that 6 gets regrouped to now have 1 rod and 1 left over. But we still had all of these rods as well. 2 from the secondary number and 4 from the primary number. All right, these are just getting worse and worse. This is so bad. All right, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have drawn too many. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this one is the one that came from the units. And then we still had these 2 and these 4. Again, in base 5, this is too many. We have to group 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are going to become a flat. So really, this is going to be 1 flat, 2 rods that were left over, and 1 unit. We write this not as a picture like this, but we write it as place values. 1 flat, 2 rods, and 1 unit. But right now this says 121. And this is not 121. We're not in base 10. So how we actually write this is we say 1, 2, 1, and then you have to write the base next to it. Base 5. 1, 2, 1, base 5. You really don't want to say 121 base 5 because that means something else. Now, if you're not a visual person with these manipulatives, if instead you want more of an algorithmic type of way, you can still stack these like we normally do. But you have to constantly remind yourself that we are not in base 10, that these are not regrouping and carrying the 1 like we normally would have. When I add down here, I see, oh, there were 6 units, and I need to go, that's not good. That's not good for me. All right. In fact, we can add both down, but we have 2 issues here. We are in base 5, which means we can't have the number 5 or anything higher written in any of these place values. So I have to regroup when I do it in this way, where this 6, we're going to take 5 of them away and add 1 to that next place value over, meaning that we have 1 unit left over, but now we have 7 rods, which again is still an issue for us. This is kind of like a red flag area. Red flag, red flag. All right, where I can't have that 7. So again, I'm going to take 5 of those rods now, and I'm going to move 1 over to that next flat space. So we're in base 5. That's why I'm subtracting 5 and adding 1. Subtracting 5 and adding 1. Whatever base you're in, it's that number that you're regrouping with. So 7 minus 5 is 2. We had to add 1 over to its own. And this is where we're good to go, little green flag. There wasn't anything 5 or above in any of my place values. So this is going to be my end result.